and thank you for tuning in. I might be a minute early, and if I am, I apologize. Better than late. Everything that has a clock on it is in use right now, so I'm just kind of winging it. So my name is Christy, for those of you who don't know me. Whether you have been here a long time or just a little while, I so appreciate you tuning in to see me cooking a wonderful dinner, raw to ready in 20 minutes or less. This is what people are looking for right now, and that's why I'm hopping in the group to do that tonight. So I see a couple people are popping on. I think it's Amanda and Katie. Thank you. Welcome. You're kind of far away, so I might not be able to see who it is, but if I notice any comments, I will try to catch up. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. We have frozen veggies in our rectangular steamer. I'm going to go ahead and put these in the microwave for 4 minutes. Veggies are something that we always have as a side dish in this house, and after having 2 kids, it was always like, dinner would be almost ready and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I forgot the vegetables. And our former way of cooking vegetables, it would take like 15 to 20 minutes to cook the vegetables, and it was so frustrating. So I love that I can have the same amount of veggies done in 4 minutes in my microwave. So you already learned a little bit about Epicure in my post from earlier on. I will post some info about the steamer if anybody isn't familiar with that, but I'm just going to keep on booking. So my next thing that I'm going to be doing is let's talk a little bit about our meal tonight. We are using our Italian meal box. This comes with 5 beautiful recipes in print, as well as a marinara sauce mix, which we are using. So I will get this out. Hi everybody, thanks for popping on. Balsamic vinaigrette, which is also something that we're using tonight. This is a dressing mix, but honestly, with all of the Epicure dressings, a lot of times I don't even mix them up. I just sprinkle them right on my food. Each one of these jars makes 7 cups of prepared dressing, and you can make as much or as little as you want every time. And then this meal kit also comes with Alfredo sauce mix, one of our meal starters, and I believe the 2 are usually in here. I only have 1 in here right now. This is really versatile. I actually just used it to make hamburger and gravy over mashed potatoes. People are using this for tater tot casserole, or else you can also make Alfredo, of course. So I'm going to put this aside, and we will go on with making our dressing. So in here I've already pre-measured some olive oil, some balsamic vinegar. Hi everybody! And the next step that I need is to add the dressing mix. So I'm going to I have our Epicure Cruet, and if you want, for your participation, if every time that I say an Epicure product, you could comment that, and then that would be for the participation prize, just a small part of it. So we've got our Epicure Cruet, which is a fancy name for a dressing container. Comes with a lid. This is glass. Dishwasher safe. This does get clean in the dishwasher. And then we also have a silicone funnel, which is super cool too, also an Epicure product. I'm going to take my dressing mix, my 4-in-1 spice spoon, tablespoon, teaspoon, half teaspoon, quarter teaspoon, helps reduce clutter in your drawers. Take a tablespoon right in there, and then I'm going to close this stuff up so I don't knock it over, because that is totally my personality. Shake it up, and then that's that. This is your fresh dressing. So I'm going to look at my chicken, which I have put in my 8-cup baking dish. This is on special right now, clearance, for $10. This is an amazing dish for $10. It's heavy ceramic, I think, and then it comes with a nice lid. This is perfect for those summer potlucks that we are hopefully going to be doing, and I've got a pound of chicken in here. And I'm not going to measure. I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of this vinaigrette on here. And then also some panko crumbs. Let me see here. Oh, there we go. People are doing the thing, so that's good. All right, so I've got some panko crumbs here, and then I'm just going to go ahead, sprinkle these on. I think that the recipe calls for like 2 cups. Don't use 2 cups. You're going to waste a bunch. So just going to mix it all up in here so I don't have to touch it. And this is going to make a really nice, crispy, kind of like chicken nuggets for the kids. That's what we're calling it. A little bit more here. And I heard that my microwave is done. So we're gonna kind of pause what we're doing here and move on to our noodles. I've got 2 cups of dry noodles in here, nothing special about those. I put my multi-purpose steamer, that's the big one, on top of a dinner plate for stability. And now I've got 4 cups of water that I'm going to be putting in here. And actually my big measuring cup just started leaking. So when we have our new catalog launch, man, I really hope that there are some nice measuring cups in there because I need some. So I'm going to put my lid right here on my steamer. Going to go switch them out in the microwave. And if any of you have genuine questions, I'm going to have to catch up after I log off here. All right, so 7 minutes. 7 minutes in the microwave is going to be for the noodles, and that is really awesome too because how many times do you have to wait for the water to boil and then put the noodles in and then another 10 to 12 minutes for the noodles. So that has been a great time-saving piece in our house for sure. So I've got my grip and grab tongs that I'm using to put my chicken on my sheet pan with my bacon roll sheet pan liner, another awesome silicone product. All of our silicone products are well, don't put this one in the microwave, but microwave safe, freezer safe, oven safe, and dishwasher safe. So love that. And I'd love if you guys shared what you're having for dinner too. It's such a beautiful day. I actually just came inside at like 4:30, threw on some makeup and a nice top. I'm totally wearing leggings and like ugly socks underneath this. You would never know. And told my husband to drive around the block with the kids. And by the time that he got home, we'd have some wonderful dinner. So we have been outside all day long. All right, so here we go. The oven is preheated to 375. And these are actually going to take about 20 minutes. So let me set the timer there. But since I have smaller pieces, I'm going to change that timer to 15. The recipe calls to make them into like chicken tenders, but I'm cutting this chicken. I'm like, I'm just going to be cutting this chicken again once I'm serving it to the kids. So I just made it in smaller pieces. All right, now next we have our 8-cup multi-purpose pot. This has a nice handle that does not get hot. It also has a pouring spout, and I don't have the lid, but it's got a straining lid as well. I'm not going to go dig in my cupboard for that because it'll be noisy. So I have this. This is another Epicure tool. Our ladle. I love that all of our tools are silicone, one whole piece, so you don't have to worry about the head popping up and gross stuff underneath. I think it's like a steel rod under here, so it's built to last. If you forget it in the oven for whatever reason, it won't melt. And then my favorite thing, every tip of all of our tools is flexible like a spatula. So essentially, like once you use this ladle, you'll never touch another ladle since you can actually ladle every single bit of the leftovers out of the pot without any waste, which is amazing that you don't have to get another spatula to do that. This is just a can of tomato sauce, plain tomato sauce, no seasoning, and we are going to make it into marinara sauce. So we are taking our seasoning. It says 3 tablespoons and 28 ounces. I have about half of that amount, so I'm going to put about 1.5 tablespoons in here. I love that our spice spoon was specially designed to fit into all of our jars, so that's really nice. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put this on the stove after mixing it up a little bit. This is one of our, like a real spatula, so I'll just mix that up. And I can actually leave this spatula right in the pot while it's on the stove and it won't get hot. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm just gonna put that on low while everything else cooks. And now last, we are going to, Bethany is a fabulous cook, so I actually want to, not that the rest of you aren't, but okay, she's sharing what's for dinner. All right, perfect, you guys. I love it that all of you are on. This is so much fun. So next we have our dessert, which is chocolate pudding. Now, I would love to make the whole package right now because who isn't just looking for comfort food right now? That is my jam. Like the joke is, are we gaining a corn 10 or a corn 15? And I think I'm on my way to like a corn 20. So I measured out half of the chocolate pudding into one of our prep bowls, and that's all I'm going to make this time. I'll save the rest for a cooking class that I have in a couple days. This is one of our prep bowls. It is glass. There are measurements on the side all the way up to a cup, and it comes with a purple silicone lid. Our lids are leak proof, and they're really flexible, so that means that they're not going to crack and die like so many of your Pyrex lids, I bet, in your cupboard. You can use any kind of milk in this pudding, and it will set up no matter what, and I have liked I've tried rice milk, regular dairy milk, almond milk, oat milk, and then I have like an almond cashew blend, and I've liked them all. You really can't tell the difference. So I'm just going to put a cup of this milk in here, and then whisk it up a little bit, and this only takes about 20 minutes to set up. This is the dessert that we do in our demos when we are allowed to be in people's kitchens again. So I'm excited for that day to come. But I just wanted to show you guys, like, this is how I'm running my business right now. I'm cooking in my kitchen, and we are going to be eating this food for dinner. This isn't really rocket science. It's no inconvenience for me to do this. I'm cooking anyways. And this is kind of how I'm running my cooking classes. You can pick whatever day or time you want, and then you get the host rewards. Or else our other format is if you want an online class, and it's just text and graphics that go in a group for 30 minutes, and that has been really successful as well. So I am really feeling for the people who aren't working right now, because loss of income, all of that, just frustration, the unknown. Starting this business a couple months ago was really unexpected to me, but I can't tell you how grateful I am right now because it keeps my mind off of a lot of things, keeps me busy. Feeding my family healthy meals from our pantry when that's what people are trying to do right now anyways, and it's a meal delivery service right to our doorstep, plus I make great commissions on it as well. So this is what I'm doing right now, and it's been working great. Last month was my best month since my start month, which was just, and I didn't do anything different, which was incredible. So I'm going to go ahead and put my pudding in the refrigerator. Looks like our noodles are done. Now, pro tip, a lot of times I lack a lot of common sense. So when you have had anything in the microwave for a substantial amount of time, take the lid off before you try to remove it to let some of that steam out. I actually had to learn that in a training before trying it. My husband says that I'm not cooking unless I'm burning myself, which a lot of times is the truth. Another pro tip, which I forgot to do, and luckily that didn't happen, to prevent your noodles from boiling over, you could put just a little dollop of whatever oil you have on hand in there, and that will prevent it from boiling over. So that is essentially our meal. I know I talked really fast. That's our meal in less than 20 minutes. I actually time myself in case I get off on a tangent. So there are 8 minutes left on my oven. My veggies are done. My noodles, all I have to do is drain these and they're done. And dessert is in the fridge, and that will be ready at the end of dinner. And that is how you make an amazing, healthy meal from raw to ready in 20 minutes or less. If you look at everything that's on my table, it's all whole food ingredients with the exception of the panko. And let's be, whole wheat flour, sugar, yeast, salt. So really this is like whole food ingredients too. It's just not the healthiest thing. You could totally use like almond meal if you wanted to use that instead. So this is really how we've been surviving right now. And yeah, so that's really all I wanted to do. I'll take a picture of everything plated once we have that ready, And again, I so appreciate everybody that's here. And I will be doing my March share drawing within the next 24 hours. I have all of your names written down. I just have to put them on pieces of paper to pick out of a hat. And I will be doing the drawing for this one in, let's say, 3 days. So I already have a booking off of this, so somebody already has 5 points. That's exciting. And yeah, so we will do that. So have a good night, you guys. Thanks for popping on, and I will post a picture of what this all looks like once my family's back and we have it all plated. All right? Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.